Alright, it's the 1st of December. So that means advent calendars, right?
Yeah, but I have to find the first one.
Can I see your advent calendar? Show it to me real quick. Got that at Aldi.
Oh, I found it. I think this is the same one I had last year.
Yeah, I think so. I got them at Aldi last year also.
No, but I think Robbie had this one last year too.
Oh. Oh, well.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's okay.
What do I do?
You didn't even look at it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. It's not.
It's the same one you had last year.
Yeah.
So, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Or climatic. And that was anticlimactic. How do you say that word?
You said it right.
Which one? Which time?
The second, the last one.
Okay, good. Say hi.
Hi.
What do we got going on today?
I need to put up my Christmas tree.
Are you going to put up your Christmas tree in your room?
Yeah.
You think Robbie's going to put up a tree this year? He said he might not.
No, I bet he won't because he doesn't want to.
He's lazy.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's, speaking of lazy, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's 10:53. And we're just kind of getting up and moving. I mean, we've been awake for a little while, but...
I mean, Robbie's not.
No, Robbie's still asleep, but... You guys were up late watching movies, right?
Yeah, later than I want to say.
So, I guess it's okay. I've been watching YouTube videos. Eric's just now having coffee. He was supposed to go hunting this morning, but didn't because it was raining. So, just kind of having a low-key morning, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So Eric and I are getting ready to head out to a local furniture store. They're having some kind of like mega sale all weekend. We're probably not going to buy anything, but we are in the market for a new headboard for our bed. So we're going to go and take a look and see what they got. Just kind of kill some time this morning. We don't really have anything else going on today. Eric might go out a little bit later, depending on the weather, to try to get his hunt on. He skipped out on it this morning because it was actually thunderstorming when his alarm went off, so he didn't want to hunt in that. So he might go later depending on the weather. We have a grocery order to pick up later, and that's pretty much all we got going on today, other than helping the kids with their Christmas trees if they decide to put those up today. So really low-key kind of day. They all are. We're not exciting, glamorous people here. So yeah, Eric and I are going to go out. We will probably end up at Tim Hortons because that's just the type of people that we are. So yeah, we'll take you along with us, see what we can see today. Happy Sunday, guys. Alright, we are at American Freight. They've got furniture and mattresses, and I saw an advertisement for a huge sale they got going on. It's probably all the stuff that nobody wants anyway. I don't think I'm going to vlog in there because there's quite a few people in there. And it's sort of awkward, but I'll let you guys know if we buy anything. Like I said, we probably won't. So is anybody surprised to see us back at Tim Hortons? I think not. I told you guys we'd probably end up here, and here we are. This is our favorite location. Favorite inexpensive little date. Plus we just like, you know, bleed coffee, so we're headed in to have some coffee. We looked at a headboard, like bed frame, I guess, that we really liked, but I don't think we're quite ready to make that purchase yet. And we also looked at a love seat. So if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that we did a whole living room set just before Christmas. It was 2 years ago.
Yes.
We went to Gardner White. We bought the whole set, the sofa, the recliner, tables, TVs, like the whole 9 yards. And we have had nothing but trouble with the sofa that came with that set. And even the recliner too, though not to the same degree. It doesn't get used quite as often because that's where you sit and you're not home nearly as often as I am. But we had, within 6 months, we had holes, we had things coming apart at the seams. And when we purchased that set, we got a 3-year warranty with it. We paid the extra warranty. And so we had them come out and they basically reupholstered the whole sofa as well as the recliner. And it took us a while to call them. So I think that was around this time last year that they came and did it. So essentially like a year after we purchased it. And now again, the sofa is again ripping, coming apart. The brand new upholstery is just destroyed, and we're not super hard on our stuff. It's not like we're like jumping up and down on the furniture. It's just day-to-day use with myself. Even our kids don't spend a whole lot of time out of their bedrooms. So it's just really light use, and the stuff's just destroyed. It's garbage. It's from Ashley Furniture. I don't know if their stuff just sucks and we weren't aware, or if it was just that particular sofa or what, but we're not happy at all. And it's just like, we feel like we threw our money away, basically. It's beautiful stuff. It looks really sharp, but it's just garbage. So we were looking at different sofas and love seat options. I think we're actually going to replace the sofa at some point. Probably not today. Though we did see a few things that we liked in there for a relatively good price. We're probably going to replace the sofa with just a love seat because we don't have people over. We don't all, even generally as a family, spend a lot of time in the living room. So it's basically just, you know, my husband and I for the most part. When the kids are out there like watching movies and stuff with us, they're generally bundled up on the floor because that's just the way that they are. So I think because our home is so small, we're just gonna downgrade to like a love seat and then the recliner. I think that's the ultimate plan, and that'll just open up more space. We have a very small home, you guys know. So I don't think we're gonna buy it today. I think we've pretty much decided we're not gonna buy it today. But that's what we're gonna do sometime in the near future. And just as a warning, stay away from like Gardner White, Value City, what is the other one? Art Van Furniture, those places that offer you those big bundles, because the stuff's just garbage, or at least that sofa was. Don't you agree?
I mean, it depends on which bundle you get. If you stay with the cheapest bundle they have,
which is not cheap. I mean, you're still talking about like $3,000.
Yeah, $2,500. But I mean, with everywhere they have higher quality stuff, the more you pay. But furniture stores in general, and I used to work for one, have a very high markup on their stuff. They make a ton of money on that one sofa that they pay, you know, $1,000 for, then they mark it up to $3,000.
Yeah.
So the furniture industry is crooked. That's the only way to put it.
And you know, the salespeople are like pouncing on you like they're selling used cars or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that we just were dealing with was very friendly and everything, but he was like a vulture.
Yeah, we walked in and said, we're just browsing, and he's trying to package stuff up and put it in the truck.
Yeah. So, and I get it, that's their living, but it's just like, give us some space, let us breathe. Honestly, if he hadn't been so forceful, we may have walked out of there with something today.
Yeah.
But that was just kind of a turnoff for me, and made me want to get out of there as quickly as possible because I felt very pressured to make a decision right now, put it in the truck, let's go, and I just didn't like that. So we're on the hunt. Let us know what you guys think about furniture. You know, we don't want anything that's ridiculously expensive because we do still have kids and, well, not so much pets anymore. We just have the cat now. But we want something that's going to last longer than a year or two. It doesn't need to last 40 years because we will move on to that sort of thing when we no longer have children in our home. And I don't know, we're trying to walk a fine line between affordable but not garbage. So let us know what you guys think. We're gonna go get coffee. My husband's chomping at the bit because he hasn't had caffeine in his system for at least 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I mean,
so we're gonna go have some coffee. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. So while we were sitting in Tim Hortons after we did our little furniture shopping trip, we were talking a little bit about our budget and how we're going to change things up in January. And one of the things that I suggested and Eric agreed to was setting ourselves up with a Tim Hortons budget, because obviously you guys have seen the last couple of days we've gone a little nuts lately with the Tim Hortons stuff. So I was looking into it. It looks like you can do prepaid cards instead of doing like a cash envelope system for our Tim Hortons. You can actually just do like a prepaid card. So if we decide we want like a $20 budget, you can just add $20 to your card. And it's nice because you can do a traditional card, like an actual plastic, sort of like a credit card, only not really. Or you can send it digitally and just use your phone, which is a cool option. You can do this for yourself. You can do it for a friend or a family member. These make great gifts as well. So I'm going to look into this a little bit more and see. But I think moving into the new year, hubby and I are going to cut back on our Tim Hortons spending in a major way. I don't do a lot of it. Let me turn this around and talk to you guys. I don't do a lot of going to Tim Hortons on my own, like throughout the week when Eric's at work and stuff. Typically, I'll just go like on a Monday morning before I do my grocery shopping, depending on how the grocery shopping happens that week. Like if I'm going in store for groceries, typically I'll stop at Tim Hortons first, get myself a little coffee or latte or whatever to carry around in the store with me. It just makes the whole process a little bit more pleasant, you know? Or sometimes I'll grab a Tim Hortons before I go to the gym. But it's usually just like once or twice a week, nothing major. However, when Eric and I are together on the weekends, we do a lot of Tim Hortons hopping, and he is really bad about going throughout the week when he's working, like almost every day. He's at Tim Hortons recently, so I think we're going to look into this whole Tim card thing and see what we can do to get ourselves back on a budget. One of my major goals for the new year is to get back on a budget in general, but the eating out, the coffee runs, that sort of thing is definitely going to be cut way back. And I'm hoping that this Tim card thing will help with that, just to be able to load a certain amount of money onto that account, and then when that money's gone, we're done. Sort of like the same premise as a cash envelope. I don't do cash envelopes for a few reasons. For one, I'd be terrified that I would lose or have the cash stolen. We don't deal in cash hardly at all. The only thing really is my husband sometimes will take his spending money in cash just because it's easier that way than to try to remember how much he has spent while he's busy with work and stuff. But also it's a pain to have to go to the bank and pull out a certain denomination and to make change and all of that. So most of our spending is done with debit and credit cards. So I just think that having the Tim card, being able to check the balance, add $20 a week or whatever we decide. We haven't actually decided on a budget yet. I think that'll make it easy. So I need to figure out if I have to go in store to buy these or if I can buy them online. I know you can send them digitally through like email or something, I think. If you have an email address, I think is how you do the digital card. Let me take a look here. Blah, blah. Choose delivery method. Okay, so you can either send it by email, you can print it, or through text. So that's kind of cool. But I don't know if I want to do it with my phone or if I want to have an actual card. Still less to think about. I make a big production out of everything, you guys know. But I think we're definitely going to use this option to cut our spending for Tim Hortons in the new year. Alright, you guys, so I just got home from picking up my groceries. It was very dark and cold and dreary out there and raining. I felt really bad for the guy that was helping me because he was getting wet, but got everything. I'm getting it unpacked and putting it on the table so I can film a quick grocery haul. And then I'm going to get all of this stuff put away. It is 5:30, so I'm going to get all this stuff put away, have some dinner. We're just doing leftovers between Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving soup that I made yesterday. And then I think I'm going to curl up under a blanket and watch some TV. So, yeah, that's the plan. Hey guys, Jessie from the future here. I am sitting here on Monday, December 2nd. This is the day that this vlog is going up, and I'm about to start editing, and I realized that some of the footage that I filmed for today's vlog, the vlog for the actual day of December 2nd, sorry if this is confusing, I'm a little confused myself, is better suited for yesterday's vlog because I'm talking about an item that is on sale, and the last day of the sale is actually today. So if I wait and post that footage tomorrow, in the vlog for tomorrow, the sale will already be over by then. So I wanted to make sure to include it today so that if you guys were interested in the product and you wanted to get it on sale, you could. So it's a little weird. It's not footage from the same day that you've been seeing throughout this vlog. It's actually the next day. But rather than wait and post it in a new vlog tomorrow and have you guys miss the sale, I decided to just include it. So if things look a little wonky and the time shifts a little bit, it's because it really did in real life. So I'm going to insert that footage next. I'm talking all about the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. It's on sale right now for Cyber Monday. It's 15% off. I bought the printable version. I'm going to show it to you guys here in just a second in that footage. But I wanted to make sure that if you guys were interested in getting the product after seeing it in my vlog, that you could get this sale. I don't receive any kind of commission if you buy it or anything like that. I just wanted you guys to be able to get the 15% off if you were so inclined. So I'm going to roll that footage next, and then that will end the vlog for today. Sorry if it's a little bit confusing, but hopefully you find it helpful. So I just purchased and downloaded the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. She has it on sale today for Cyber Monday. I said I wasn't going to do any shopping, and then I did. Does it seem counterintuitive to any of you guys for me to be buying all of these stickers and workbooks and things for budgeting, like spending money to save money? It seems counterintuitive to me too, but I figured if I was going to get it, now would be the time. I got the printable version so that I can print it myself instead of having to buy it bound new every year. It's a little bit cheaper this way. And I figure I can just print what I need. I don't have to print all 298 pages or whatever. I can just print what I need when I need it. And you know, if it works out, phenomenal. If it doesn't, it was 22 bucks, so not terrible. Definitely, I talked to you guys, I think yesterday, about how I want to get back on the budgeting train, and I love the Budget Mom, Kimiko. She's got a YouTube channel. She does a lot of Instagram things. She has made a huge business and success of herself, sharing her Budget by Paycheck budgeting method, so I figured I would give it a try. This is probably the last of the purchases in terms of budgeting for a very long time, but I figured if I was going to get it, it was a good time to do it on the sale. And if I bought the, like I said, the printable version, I can print it myself. I can use it for years and years to come if it works out for me. And just supporting her business feels good. So that is what I'm going to work on today, kind of figuring out how I want to go about it, what I want to print, what I don't. I thought about just sending this to like Staples or something and having them print it and bind it, but I think that's going to be ridiculously expensive and kind of defeat the purpose of buying the printable. So I think I'm just going to print it myself, like maybe a month at a time. I don't know how it works. I'm going to look at it, but I'm excited about this. Alright, you guys, so here's a look at my printed workbook. I obviously did not print the whole thing. I printed this on I printed this on 20-pound paper, so it's like just the cheapest office paper you can get. If I continue to work with it, I will obviously get thicker paper. I did print it double-sided, so my pens and stuff are going to shadow through, but I didn't want to invest a bunch of money into this if it's not going to work out for me. I've already invested the $22 or whatever. So this is the cover page, and it's got, you know, pretty little dividers. This workbook belongs to blah, blah, blah. Then it moves into some yearly stuff, I guess, some financial plan goal worksheets. So these are short-term goals within 1 year, medium-term goals within 5 years, long-term goals 10 to 15 years. If you were to buy this printed, it would probably be a much richer print quality. This is just like the lowest setting on my printer. I didn't want this to be printing for 6 hours, just, you know, super quick. This is the membership and subscription reminder worksheet. So if you have subscriptions that you need to renew and stuff, I imagine you could use this for that. Yearly savings goals and events. So this is more yearly stuff. And then we have some more dividers. nice little quote page, and then it moves into January. So this is the January calendar. And then you get the January bill tracker, so you can track your income, your bills, envelopes. Again, I said yesterday I don't really plan to use cash envelopes, I don't think, so I don't know how useful that will be for me. But sinking funds I do, extra debt payments, extra savings, that would be great. This is a cash envelope breakdown, so again, if I decide against using cash envelopes, which is where I'm leaning, I won't print this page for February. I just kind of printed everything so I could go through it and decide what I needed and what I didn't. And that's the great thing about having it printable. I can print the pages I need and leave off the pages I don't. So then there's another paycheck bill tracker. So again, her whole method is budgeting by paycheck rather than by month. She does a monthly breakdown, but then she also budgets by paycheck, and that's kind of how I budget as well, so I thought this would be useful. Another cash envelope breakdown for paycheck number 3. You know, it's all repeating, so if you only get paid twice a week and you have the printable version, you only need to print 2 of these pages. Not twice a week, twice a month is what I meant to say there. Again, repeating. I like the idea of being able to customize it, printing the pages you do need, not printing the pages you don't. So again, I like how this has like money thoughts, so you can write yourself little notes. And then you have your January expense tracker, so you can write down all of your transactions throughout the month, which I love. You get multiple pages for that, and again, you can print what you need. This isn't an advertisement for this, you guys. Honestly, I haven't tried this. I don't have any idea if it's going to work out or not. Just thought it was a cool concept, and I wanted to get it while it was on the sale. So there's a January debt payment plan, which will be nice. You can write down your creditors, the balance, the interest rate, your minimum payment, the progress that you made throughout the month. And then there's January monthly net worth trackers, so that's cool. You can track your assets and your liabilities. I don't know how useful that'll be for me, at least getting started, but it's nice that it's an option. January monthly category breakdown. I'll have to watch her channel and see how she uses this. These are her Where Did My Money Go worksheets. So this is cool because you literally can list out where all your money went throughout the month, and you can compare it month to month. And then here are the cash envelope teller slips. So if you do cash envelopes, you figure out how much cash you need, how many bills you need of each. You can cut this out and take it right to your bank and hand it to the teller, which is kind of cool. Again, I don't know how useful this will be for me since I don't plan to use cash, but never say never. And then we have some more really pretty divider pages. So hopefully you found that helpful. I will link this down below if you guys are interested in checking it out. Just on my Instagram as well, so that hopefully if you guys want to get this, you can catch it while it's still on sale. I think it's 15% off right now. So yeah, that's that.